This is question number 4 on QZ4. So we're provided with this table, given the different elements which we can use to calculate this score. So the question asks us to compute and interpret Altman's these scores for the company for both years, to 2010 and 29. And notice the rounding requirement: do not round until your final answer, then round your answers to 2 decimal places. So first, let me copy this to my Excel sheet. And this is what I did. So I have a table here, and they score. If we just check the book or my lecture slides, we'll see that the definition of this score is this, the whole chunk here. So we notice here the different elements are directly provided, like working capital to total assets, retained earnings to total assets. So these are basically components of this score. So our job here is basically to multiply their corresponding coefficients and sum them up. So that's basically what we need to do. So this score equals 1.2 times working capital to total assets, right? So it's right here. And then retained earnings, the coefficient here is 1.4. And then the EBIT to total assets, the coefficient here is 3.3. And go on, the market value of equity to total liabilities, the coefficient here is 0.6. And finally, the sales to total assets right here, so it's 0.99. So, and we're done. And notice here the current ratio is not useful, and we can format the cells to make to keep the 2 decimal places to correspond to the rounding requirement. And then we can simply drag the cell to the other year, and this will automatically give us the z-score for 29. So then we just need to copy the number back to MBC, 1.22. And for 2009, it's 0.80. So notice here we have, for this score, we have 2 cutoff points. One is 3. You can check that on the next slides, right? If this score is above 3, that means the company is healthy and there's no bankruptcy potential in the short term. And if this score is between 1.8 and 2.99, then it's gray area. But if this score is below 1.80, then the company is in financial distress and there's high bankruptcy potential. So basically, the higher the score, the lower the probability for the bankruptcy. And in this case, both years' these scores are below 1.8, which means the company has a high risk of bankruptcy in the short term. So which basically we just look for the answer which matches that analysis. Both Altman z-scores are above 3.0, which is not correct. Both Altman scores are below 1.8, which indicate the company has a very low probability of bankruptcy. So the first part of this sentence is correct, but the second part is not, because the higher the score, the lower the probability of bankruptcy. But the lower the score, but the higher probability of bankruptcy. And then continue, both Altman z-scores are above 3.0, which is not correct, and both Altman z-scores are below 1.8, which indicate the company has a very high probability of bankruptcy. So this is correct. And check our answer here, and we got everything, every part's correct.